Hi guys, and welcome to another video. So in this video we're going to be covering a few signings, 4 in fact, and to be precise. Now of course it isn't necessarily for the first team, it is for the development squad, but I know a lot of people kind of just look over that as if it's nothing, but I actually find it quite exciting in what we're trying to build here, and I love the kind of process that we're going down at the minute. So we will have a look at these players, and then after that we will have a talk about a bit of, rumours that have been coming through recently, particularly over the course of the week. 2 really big ones, of course, that we will touch on, and it's looking very, very possible, and these players are a couple of strikers as well, the most exciting position on the field, of course. But firstly, we have got 4 separate players signing for the development team, and apparently a couple of their former clubs as well are quite unhappy that they've been let go in terms of the fan base, because apparently they look really, really bright. And what I mean by this as well, and why I find it exciting, is I love, and if you sit across social media, people are a bit mixed, a lot of people are impatient and just want to see first team signings. I get it. But I love now that our sort of process is cherry pick players from the academies of Premier League clubs. So they're going to be of a certain standard, a certain ilk, but then they might not get it to the, get to the stage of playing for that said Premier League side. Do you know what I mean? Or we'll just find a youth players or sort of better, that either one of the two. That either the sort of best of the bunch or cherry picking from Premier League academies, or they are the better or some of the best youth players from lower leagues down below us, if that makes sense, and then they're going into our development squad. And that is quite exciting because we're getting some really high standard quality youth players in our first team squad, and then they're backing up now in the development squad as well. And I really, really like that process that Speakman is bringing in. Some people aren't his fan. I quite like that outlook. Of course, I think that particularly in the first team, we need a good balance and a mixture of youth and experience. You can't just throw a load of youth players that have a load of potential and expect them to do everything and win the world. It's never going to happen. You need experience in there. But I like this outlook that they have. They're looking towards the future. But anyway, let's have a look at who we have signed for the development squad for the time being anyway, and have a look at the statement. So Sunderland AFC is delighted to announce the arrivals of 4 young players to its under-21 development squad. Max Thompson, Ben Crompton, Callum Wilson and Owen Robinson have all signed contracts on Wearside and will join up with the club's under-21 side for the 2022-23 season. The quartet are all expected to travel to Canada for the team's upcoming pre-season trip ahead of the new Premier League 2 campaign, which sees the league and its competing clubs lower the upper academy age group from under-23 to under-21s with immediate effect. Thompson, 20, is a forward who arrives from Burnley for an undisclosed fee, having top scored for the Clarets in each of the last 2 seasons in the Premier League 2 Division 2. He featured in 11 Premier League matchday squads for the club and made his debut in the top flight in June 2020 against Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium. Having signed a 2-year contract, Thompson said, "It feels a long time coming to sign here, as I came close back in January. I would describe myself as a goal scorer and a direct player. I'm eager to learn from all the coaching staff and make serious progress here." Centre-half Crompton, 18, makes the move from Shrewsbury Town and signs a 3-year deal at the Stadium Light. He's also adept in midfield and spent 2 years in Shropshire after coming through the academy setup at Wolverhampton Wanderers. Crompton said of his move, "I'm happy to be at such a massive club, and across the 3 years I'm fully focused on breaking into the first team. I'm a ball-playing centre-back and I like to think I'm very vocal, commanding and have good leadership traits on and off the pitch." Wilson, 18, also arrives from Shrewsbury Town. The defender can operate at both centre-back and right-back and has featured twice for the Salop first team in the Papa John's Trophy. His progress alerted the Northern Ireland setup, who have called him up for the nation's under-19 squad. Wilson described signing his 2-year deal. "I'm delighted to have the opportunity to sign for such a huge club. I'm looking forward to getting fitter and stronger, learning my trade here and to keep progressing, both here and with the national side." Attacking midfielder Robinson, 19, arrives on a 1-year contract from AFC Fylde, a gifted ball player who can also play as a forward. The Liverpool-born teenager made 6 National League North appearances in 2021-22. Robinson also finished the 2020-21 campaign as top scorer for the Fylde's under-18 side, having come through the ranks at Fleetwood Town. Robinson spoke of his Wearside arrival. To be here at Sunderland is different class. This is huge for myself and my family. I feel like last season playing senior football has stood me in good stead moving forward. I feel like given the opportunity I can light up a game and really put a marker down. I can't wait to get to work here. So again, for many, they might not find it too interesting, but I love, and you can see the sort of route that we're going down here, getting these youth players from different places. You know, particularly, you know, the lad from Burnley, we've actually paid an undisclosed fee. You know, the top goal scorer for them for their youth side as well, and he nearly joined us in January. It shows what we're trying to do. We're really trying to build for the future. You know, for so many years that academy has been neglected. We saw it, you know, over the last sort of 5 to 6 years maybe. You get the odd, you know, player come through, you know, particularly the likes of Pickford and stuff like that recently, but generally it has been left to rot. And if you can remember, I think it was only a couple of seasons ago, 2 or 3 seasons ago, where I think they went through an entire season without picking up a win, something along those lines. It was a pretty tragic sort of stat, but we were awful. We just let it, you know, they were just left to stagnate. There was no real care and love shown. But Speakman is very, very good at doing that, and he did that at Birmingham as well. You've seen the likes of, you know, in recent times, you know, Jude Bellingham coming through there amongst others. He knows what he's doing there. So we're starting to build an academy there. And again, they're paying for these players. It's not like we're just grabbing a free agent. Oh, he played for this team, so he must be decent. We're actually paying and we're cherry picking these players that we want. So it is exciting. It's a lot more exciting than I think it may seem or when it first meets the eye. So for me, I like that. We're building this academy for the future. And you never know, some of these players, particularly the lad from Burnley, who just sound very exciting. And I've seen a couple of Burnley fans already saying, why the hell have we got rid of him? You know, top goal scorer for them or in that league or whatever it was. And why would you want to get rid of him? But it is seen that there's a route, there's a path now here. And a lot of players find that incredibly sort of appealing when they see that, you know, a team, someone as big as Sunderland as well, they've created this pathway and it works, and we're recruiting young players, you know, and some of the players we've bought for the first team, they know that they're going to get a chance there, or if they play well enough, they will get that opportunity. So I like that Sunderland is becoming that club now. So I think in the past, if we thought about just, you know, grabbing a youth player on the free, they might not want to come because they just see how the academy's been left to stagnate. Now we look so much more of an appealing product to a youth player. So yeah, I think that's really good. I really like that. Let me know in the comments, obviously, down below what you guys think. But now on to the meaty first team stuff, right? So over the last few days, well, after we signed Alessi, there was pretty heavy rumours that Sunderland were on the verge of signing Troy Parrott. We're on the verge of signing Troy Parrott, which is weird actually. He is Irish, so yeah, Troy Parrott. That was a terrible Irish accent, but yeah, we were apparently on the verge of signing him. It hasn't come to fruition as of yet, but there are still very, very heavy rumours, and of course, and I've mentioned it in the previous video. He means a lot to me, that man. He doesn't know it, but he means a lot to me, that man. If you guys watched the FIFA series all those years ago, he played a key part. He was a big channel favourite. But I think he's a good player. Also, we've been linked with Broadhead again. Apparently, there's been an offer sat on the table, but Lampard wanted to check him out and everything, and he hasn't even got on the pitch. All throughout pre-season, he's been sat on the bench, or not even named in the squad at times, and he's not been used. And there's footage of a young lad who actually went to one of the games, and you can see Broadhead's in the crowd. He's sat there, and this lad's in Sunderland shirt saying, like, are you coming back? Are you coming back? And Broadhead's sort of like, I don't know, you know, having a laugh type thing. And apparently I had a chat with him, and he was a really sound guy, which he seems to be anyway. But I think if we do get Broadhead, is Parrott a bit overkill? I don't know, because, you know, Parrott is another player with loads of potential. I think a fit Broadhead can absolutely do a job in the Championship. 1,000,000%. I'm not bothered what anyone says. If he stays fit, he is of Championship quality, is Broadhead. I believe that to be true. Stewart, again, I think Stewart can do it. But if one of those two get injured, or if we don't bring him Broadhead, we need someone who can do something. Parrott, you know, is a lot more than what stats meet the eye. I know a lot of people immediately, as soon as they hear a player being linked to us, particularly a striker, they go, oh, let's get on Wikipedia. How many goals did he score? Come on, we don't need to be as close-minded as that. I know generally a striker, they're judged on goals. Of course they are. But he brings so much to the team. Just Troy Parrott, you know, would we really need Troy Parrott if Broadhead was to come? I don't know, but I would prefer us to have 3 strikers than 2. Do you know what I mean? Because it gives it more options. But those are the key links at the minute, the 2 strikers that have been linked with us. So that is everything as of right now, guys. I thought I'd just keep you updated. Again, I know it's only the youth players, but let me know what you think about the way we're going forward. Let me know in the comments down below. And the links with Broadhead and Parrot, would you take them? Would you take them both? Would you only take one? Which one? Let me know in the comments. But again, if you've enjoyed, hit the like button for me. Please keep hitting the like button and keep on subscribing. We're so close to 15k. I've said it for the last month now. We've been so close. I think we're about 60, 70 subscribers away. Keep on subscribing. If you watch these videos regularly and you haven't quite subscribed, it means the world. It really does. It helps so much. Hit the subscribe button. 2 seconds. That's it. Later down the line, if you don't like these videos anymore, you're more than welcome to unsubscribe. But for now, put a smile on my face and subscribe. Anyway, that'll be it, guys. Take care and stay jammy.